A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias.
What up, guys? We're back. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing's changed. I said we would explore a bit, and I meant it. What I didn't say is how long we'd be exploring. I'm gonna pick up the wolf ring because the wolf ring may come in handy for outside of like, a boss. Walking around so I don't get smacked up by plants and creatures of the night. Also, there's this tree. How much damage is it gonna do? 200? That's good damage. It's like actually good damage. 500 off the bat. It's not bad. This might be the real test. Can we melt this stone golem? By the way, the spell they cast is Tranquil Walk of Peace. It is the coolest sounding spell and very intimidating. Alright, we're good. Come here. Oh, you want some too? How? There you go. So we got the wolf ring. Let's equip wolf ring. How much poise does that give us? That gives us, if I can find my poise, 40 poise. 40 poise isn't that bad. We can probably take most light weapon attacks. Daggers, straight swords. Heavy weapon attacks are going to be another issue. And I'm going to totally grab this. I should not grab this. Elite Knight set. Totally not worth it. But we did it anyway. Alright, the butterfly. The butterfly is very annoying. This is like not a scripted boss fight. How would I best describe it? It's an annoying boss fight. Because it spams magic. All my black fire bombs are missing. Okay, one hit. At least one hit. So you kind of want a projectile for this fight. You want to dodge that. You kind of want a projectile for this fight. You kind of don't want a projectile for this fight because he will eventually come down. He's just super, super annoying and time consuming. That's the main move that you want to avoid. The spike, the magic spikes. Then the beam, the lunar beam. You have to kind of unlock and then dodge properly, or otherwise you will get clipped. And it's very annoying when you get clipped. Did I really? Someone's like, how come you're not using Fire Orb? And the answer is, I don't want to risk it. Fire Orb takes a little bit more time to wind up. and I'd rather keep my shield up as much as possible. Should be landing again soon. Don't worry. He is so annoying. There we go. We got him. That was kind of close, but we got him. Oh boy. Now I think the tower key is here, right? I really hope so. I know the divine ember is here, but is the tower key also here? Watchtower basement key. That's exactly what we needed. Divine ember and a homeward bone. Okay. So we can bone back. We don't have to bone back, but I'm gonna bone back. Also, if you know how to use the... It's not necessarily a duplication glitch, but it's like... There's a glitch you can use where you can pretty much, as long as you have one bone, you can have infinite bones. I think it's like you parry while using the item, and because it's a stored animation, it'll give you the prompt, but then it won't consume the item. Something to that effect. I don't remember completely. It's been a long time, guys. It's been a long time. I normally don't use glitches or like you know, duplication glitches, menu overload glitches. Normally I don't, unless like, I don't know, I'm being weird and I feel like exploring more than I've already explored Dark Souls 1. Okay. Let's not fall off the edge. Dark Root Basin. You know, I haven't really talked about it, but as far as where we are, if you notice when we come into the forest, it's always night. I think that's intentional. Because if you know, usually this, I think the game takes place during the day, but it's hard to say if there's really a 24-hour cycle of the world, because the sun is kind of not real, and, you know, it's complicated, man. Like, did Miyazaki really want day and night in different areas? I believe that, sure. Is he going to explain how that happens? No, but he doesn't really have to because of what he's already established. If the Four Lords created this world, and reality as we know it came from nothing, seemingly, or it came from the flame, seemingly, with the power of soul, with the souls of the Lords, then who's to say the forest isn't always night on purpose? Or this is the forest's day, you know? I don't know. Anyways, enough rambling. We have to fight Havel. Havel is quite the fight. Alright. The legend himself. He just hit me from behind. Yeah, Havel is someone that you don't want to mess with. You can parry that. It is possible to parry Havel. Am I gonna do it? Just for you guys. Not the two-handed. He has to be one-handed. Okay. I'm gonna stop now while I'm ahead. If you want to parry Havel, you can go parry Havel. I am gonna play it smart and not parry Havel. I should be two-handing. The best way to do this is to just chain the backstabs. And if you say it's cheap, yes, it is. That's kind of the point. Havel is not a regular enemy. Havel is Havel. You should respect him and treat him as such. Goodbye, old friend. Oh, there's Havel. There's Havel's ring. Alright, Wolf Ring, you're gone forever, dude. Sadly. With this, we're able to put on some heavier armor. Eventually, we won't... Eventually... Pretty much Red Tier Stone Ring is going to stay on for the rest of the game. That's just what it is. This ring will be interchanged. Whether I need more stamina, whether I need another spell slot, which will happen. The idea of Havel's ring is really just to make traversing the worlds easier, as opposed to making boss fights easier. Boss fights being easier is something entirely different. I want to see how heavy I can go. I should have pulled up the Dark Souls class, the character creator, to see how much weight exactly I have, and it looks like this is my max weight to carry as of right now. But I do need a new helmet. When am I gonna get Dusk's crown? Oh man, killing the Hydra now? No way. No way, no way, no way. It's way too soon to kill the Hydra. What would be faster? I'm trying to think. Going this way would be faster. What I probably should do... I can't pick that up. I have to kill Quillag. Alright. Alright. We have to go back to the swamp. That's our next main objective. Go back to the swamp. From the swamp, there's a lot to do there. Alright. Oh no. Free shard. I'll take it. Can I just run past all these guys? I think, for the most part, yes. I think for the most part, yes. I'm gonna sit here. Alright. Ow. This is okay. Okay. We did pretty well for the 4th episode. We have armor, we have Havel's ring, we have some stamina recovery. +5 weapon. We made it through Blighttown. We're at the swamp. We're doing pretty well. Pretty soon we'll be in Sense Fortress. not here yet, right? No, he's not. He doesn't move here until after Anne Orlando, I believe. I think until after Ornstein and Smoke. That's when he truly moves. Alright. I kind of want to spend these souls. It's not easy walking around with 30k on you. If I go down... Yeah, I have to go down. I think, you know what? Let's spend the 30k. Don't I have... Hold on. There's a few things I can do. I don't have large shards. So it wouldn't matter to give it to Andre just yet. But upgrading my Pyro Flame would be very wise to do now. While I have the souls to do it.
As always.
Modify equipment. I think he can only take it to plus 10, right? Am I crazy? No, we can go further. Alright, that's fine. Now we can die and not worry about the soul loss. Even the humanity is not that, it's not that big of a deal. We'll be needing the gold pine resin eventually for the main boss, but we have some collecting to do. We got some collecting to do, and damn, should I? Probably gonna have to level this weapon up again. I mean, I can fight her in Red Tearstone. I've done it before. I probably should. The issue with the boss fight is she puts lava on the ground, and that can be very dangerous. So if I'm like one shot and I step in the lava, I'm finito. But I think she can one-shot me from this range. From this range of health, I think Quelaag can one-shot. The explosion attack will one-shot. So all in all, it's not super, you know, it's not a big deal if I die anyway. I'm just kind of like psyching myself up and down about the boss fight ahead. But my weapon does feel kind of weak. If it was plus 10, that'd be great. Hey, there's that dog. Can I pet that dog? No. Alright, let's set up this bonfire. Set this bonfire and we'll go exploring. I think it would be smart to kindle. I'm not going to because I'm not smart right now. Let's do it this way. Beautiful. That. Ow. I hate these things. Damn dirty bugs. And they just keep spawning. So annoying. Now I'm poisoned. We should hold this on me. So these slug dudes drop large titanite shards. It's not super rare, but it's kind of a rare drop. You know, a drop is a drop. If you played any Dark Souls, you know farming enemies is not fun if you want a special drop. It can take quite literally forever. This is like JRPG status. 1% drop rate, 2% drop rate, 5% drop rate with maximum item, you know, item availability to the max. It gets rough. Ow. He dropped one, okay. These guys also drop green titanite shards, which is good for adding fire to your weapon. Nothing. Damn. These guys are cheap. These guys are really cheap. I won't be doing this more than this one time, because we have to get the ball rolling. Oh goodness. If I have to, I may pop humanities. Oh man. That was almost my life. Trying to gank me, man. Nice. Give me another one. How many is that? 5? 4. Possibly 5 or 6. Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Can't believe he really put me in red tearstone range. Hey, but he dropped one. Murakumo? No, the server. Similar to the Murakumo. That's not all of them. There's a few more. So yeah, usually what I do on a regular run is I'll come down here, kill these slug boys until I'm able to max out to +10. And I know that sounds like, you know, really? And it's like, yeah, yeah. I think it's a joke, but I really like to be... I'm dead. Yep. Poison with... Yeah, that's fine. We may farm them again. Depending on how much I have. Let me see. I think we are at 5. 5 is not... 5 will leave me at +7. I think. Yeah, 5. I think 5 leaves me at +7. If I pop a bunch of humanity. How much humanity do I have? 6 + 8. 14. We have 14 humanity on us already. I really don't think it's worth it. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. So let's just pick up our souls, pick up the one humanity we have. Dude, not having stamina really blows. I don't think it's worth popping all the humanity just to farm for large shards. I mean, the thing is, there will be an infinite amount of large shards soon, so it's like, why grind? But the grind is just to help me fight the boss. Why do I keep missing? These guys suck, and they don't even drop anything. Trash. I think there's one more. Hold on. I'm dead. Yep. Not fast enough. It happens, it happens. It's fine. Alright, alright. Getting a little peeved. Just a bit peeved. Let's pick up my souls again. I think, damn, do we go to Andre? The thing is, man, if I go to Andre, it's such a long trek. I'm already wasting time grinding these freaking slugs. You know? Nobody wants to see this. Is what you came here for? Slug murder? Slug farming? The thing is, if these guys were synced, it wouldn't be so difficult. You gotta be kidding me, man. I really thought I was gonna die again. So annoying. Pick up the souls. Are we? There you go. Pillage. Green. Ugh. Alright. How many is this? We have 6. It's really not enough. I really do want the +10 weapon before I fight this freaking boss because this boss is so annoying. Then again, I can do it if I just put red tear stone on. Alright. We're gonna go for the boss. There may be another large shard somewhere though. Either way, should I go to Andre now or not? I think that's like the real valid question. This is not the right way to go. If I go to Andre, I'll probably be doing somewhere between 50 and 70 more damage per swing, which is kind of worth it. I mean, on paper, it's worth it. The time I waste is like, ugh. Come on. think there's one more shard around here. She's here?
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy?
I guess that's
like
why.
Solomon?
Yes.
Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
Alright, so she gives you the good stuff. Great combustion, fire whip, firestorm. These are wonderful, wonderful additions that we will be purchasing, and we will need a whole bunch of souls for. So we can't do it just yet.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salaman, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself. Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again.
So this is one of the
No
daughters of the Witch of Izalith.
Young pupil, you must have patience, but do not keep me waiting much longer.
So it's interesting that she lives to be 200 years old. So she's like, what, half demigod? Because the lords are like gods, pretty much. Am I gonna do this way? I'm gonna do it this way. I don't even have any... Okay, that's fine. Nice roll. I don't even have any Estus. We're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. And you guys are gonna be like, you're insane. This is not gonna work. You don't do enough damage. I probably don't do enough damage. This is what... In my head, I don't do enough damage. I know I don't do enough damage. We're going to wait here, build up the poison, let the poison knock us down. We'll buff, we'll go in and we'll fight with no Estus. The real thing that I have to be worried about is the lava, the forward thrusting move she has, and the explosion. The explosion is what really kills, because in the original Dark Souls, you couldn't see the explosion. It was like a quick flash. It was a quick flash, and if you were in range and you got caught, you're done. In the Remastered edition, which we are playing, there's a bit more of the... It's telegraphed more. You're able to see the explosion, so it's not as cheap. But before, it used to be real cheap. Like, real cheap. And being that we're so level 1, it's gonna be hard anyway. I'm just waiting for it to proc. Please proc now. Yeah, now you see how far you guys really have to go to get rid of Tearstone. Alright, we're gonna buff and then go in. You can only see this cutscene once, so I'll give you the cutscene. I don't think I do enough damage. I think had I brought the weapon up to +7, then I would have a much better chance. Listen, dude, if you think she's hot because, like, she has boobs or whatever, it's like, alright, man. You need to, like, get serious about your life, dude. Like, you can like boobs. I like boobs. Boobs are great. God knew what he was doing. This is not enough damage. I already know it's not enough damage. That's a thrusting move. was dead. I really thought I was dead just then. Explosion. A little more telegraphed. I should buff my weapon. Come on. This game. We were close, we were close. I got a little greedy there at the end, I'm not gonna lie. And I only got greedy because I like kind of threw off my own pattern that I was building. But it's okay. She's manageable. I only have one more gold pine resin, which is like very sucky. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go level up the weapon. Damn, should I cut it? I can cut it. I don't think I'm gonna cut it though. Why cut it? Why give myself extra work? We're gonna level up the weapon. Even if it's plus whatever and I decide that I want it plus 10, I can grind again here and level it up here because I have the smithing box, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, I know we could do more damage if the weapon was plus 10. I just know it, and because I know that, I feel as though we probably would have won the fight had the weapon been plus 10. But that's okay. Also, there's bosses actually do have weaknesses, and I'm not talking about exploiting a boss for like a secret animation or, you know, special stun, which is possible, but bosses have weaknesses as far as the damage types you do. So there's normal damage, thrusting damage, striking damage. There's a whole bunch of different types of damage. Magic damage. There's different levels to the magic damage. There's dark damage, magic damage, fire damage. I don't know what she's weak to. I think she might be weak to lightning. She might be weak to lightning. And as far as like physical types damage, I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe strike. Strike is actually a very good, I think strike is the best type of physical damage in the Souls series. I would say strike or slash. Slash is good too because slash usually means you can like build up bleed or... Yeah, I think I would say that. Slash weapons usually have a bleed effect to them. Alright, we'll talk to Andre. The good thing about having all these souls is when you really need them the most, or when you really want them the most, they're there for you. When I was much younger, I used to just eat my souls like it was nothing and put it into a level, and it's like, levels don't... I mean, no, don't get me wrong, levels matter, but not like you think. You don't really gain too many stats off of a level up. What you do gain off of a level up is the credibility to use an item or use a weapon. Oh snap, they're here. I want to talk to these weirdos? I don't want to really talk to these weirdos. I mean, I can. This guy says nothing, watch. Yeah, alright.
What have we here?
And this guy's a
You
piece
look
of
awfully
garbage.
raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
I'm hollow.
Oh, you again. What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her, and Nico too. I can't very well abandon them now.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission, and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Alright. There's lots of lore with them, and like how the Way of White Church is like pretty much sacrificing missionaries and, you know, and holy knights to Nito and the dead, because with an undead curse, how are you supposed to govern the dead if everyone keeps getting back up? It's complicated. But whatever, man. Listen, go watch a video on that. I still think Nito is the coolest lord, and he got shafted. Everyone wants to talk about Gwen. Gwen this, Gwen that. Gwen was a coward. Real talk. Gwen was scared that, he was scared of the pygmies and humanity because he understood that. So Gwen wasn't human then. Gwen was a lord. So he was probably a giant or some type of godlike being. But the humans were so much cooler. And he just was jealous, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I've really looked at the lore and like... Anyways. Whatever, we're here. Give him the large ember.
Magnificent. You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Uncle, I need this weapon to be +6. And while you're at it, reinforce the weapon. So +9. Wow, that was pretty good. I only need 2 more large shards. We might do that.
Get yourself.
And how many? I only have 1. Okay. If I go to Donald is, how far is he? He's not wicked far. He's at the front. He's at the depths. I don't think I need to. I think 1 is enough. With red tier stone, +9 weapon, and I think this is more than enough to cook the boss. Personally, I think so. So when we return, we have to call it in. I have to go to bed. I got work in the morning. Actually, I have to go to the gym tomorrow morning. Oh, brother. Bro, the gym is amazing. I love working out, but it's the middle of working out. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When you do heavy things and it's like, alright, the next one, it's like a bittersweet thing. I don't know how to explain it. When we come back, I'm gonna kill Quillag, and then we'll go to. We have a few things that are available to us after that. We have to pick up a special armor set, which is really low weight, which is good because it's low weight. We may, depending on how many souls I have, I may want to fight Hydra early. Because if I fight Hydra... I should fight Hydra before fighting Ornstein and Smo. Because I'm going to need Flame Pillars. I'm going to need the Chaos Pillars. Or Firestorm. I guess it's Firestorm because we don't get that until much later. Then again, we'll have access to Quilag's sister. And we can become a Chaos Servant. So we probably will have access to the Chaos spells. Chaos Pyromancy. We'll see. I think it was a good idea to keep all that humanity though, because we're gonna need a lot of humanity. But anyways, until next time guys, I will see you. Be safe. Don't go hollow.